Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another sports card show. I'm your host, Tim, and today I wanted to do a quick video on some mail day cards that we received. We didn't get these cards all in the mail today. Some of them we basically been buying over the last few weeks. When I say we, I mean myself and my brother. We kind of go in on some of these cards together. So I just wanted to show you what we've been picking up, kind of why we made those purchases. Happy Tuesday. It's All-Star Tuesday. I am going to come out with a video on specific baseball cards I believe that are sleepers for the second half of the Major League Baseball season. But I wanted to just get this video out real quick, go over some mail pickups, and see what you guys think. So please leave a comment, like if you like the video, subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel, and let's get into it. Okay, this first card was actually not a mail or not an eBay purchase, or we didn't purchase it from any platform. Actually, I'm sorry, we did purchase it. We purchased this one on starstock, and this is a Trae Young PSA 9 Silver Prism. I bought this card right before the start of the playoffs. If you watch the NBA playoffs, you'll know that Trae Young actually did very well. Unfortunately, even though players did well in the playoffs this year, their cards didn't really see that much of a spike. This card was one of those cases. There are about 2,000 graded in a PSA 9, so there's a very high pop count. And that's kind of surprising because this is a silver. Silvers are actually usually more rare than that, but this was a high print run year. I thought it was a good pickup because Trae Young's cards hadn't seen any movement prior to the playoffs. I thought if he played well, it might see a little bit of a spike. Maybe we might be able to sell it for a little bit of a profit. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I bought it for $380 out the door on starstock. One of the cool things about starstock is that there are no taxes. So if you're just getting back into this, you're going to realize that if you buy a card on eBay, you're going to actually have to pay sales tax if you're in a sales tax state. If you're in California, that is one such state. And I have a feeling many people watching my videos are in California. So that's cool because there's no sales tax. They mail you the card back. They charge you shipping. It's $1 per card to ship. So it's unbelievably reasonable as far as their shipping price. Again, this is purchased on starstock. Trae Young. So now I'm going to add it to the long-term hold collection, or at least for the next NBA season. There's going to be a few Julius Randle cards in this video, just to let you know, just to forewarn you. And we picked up this Blue Mojo Prism. I believe we got this relatively cheap. It's a PSA 10, and I want to say it was around $100. I could be mistaken. I will go back and take a look at that, and maybe I'll update the video just to show the correct price. But check out the shine on that. Looks pretty cool, that Blue Mojo. Still a believer in Julius Randle. I've gone over this in other videos. He's in New York, big market, most improved player, had a breakout season. So we're just picking up some more of his cards. While they were down during the throughout the playoffs, his cards have been way down since they've been eliminated from the playoffs. I believe that they're starting to uptick now, along with many NBA players. So I wouldn't say that you've missed the boat if you're trying to buy some Julius Randles, but definitely there just aren't that many to begin with. So if you do see one and you see a deal, I think it's definitely a good buy. This Mike Trout just came in the mail last week. It's a nice 2014 Topps Chrome. It's an 89 Topps reprint. So this is what the 1989 Topps cards looked like, the real ones back in the day. And so they reprinted this card in 2014, and this is a Mike Trout refractor. Picked this up for $66. Again, I think any Mike Trout refractors are good buys at this point. He is coming back soon, so we will see what that means for the Angels in the second half of the season. We got this Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid had a great season. Joel Embiid actually was on his way to an MVP type season before he suffered a knee injury, maybe toward the end of the regular season. I think that kind of knocked him out of the MVP race. As you know, Nikola Jokic did win that award. His cards also took a decline after they were eliminated. This is a Select Silver Prism. Select is actually a very low print run because they were only sold in baseball card shops. They weren't sold retail. You wouldn't find them at Target or Walmart. So they're actually very rare as a print run. to get them graded in a PSA 9 or PSA 10 is even more rare. We were able to pick up this Joel Embiid for $162. Unbelievable steal, in my opinion. This is a silver, and to get it for that cheap, even though it's a PSA 9, it's still a rare Joel Embiid. I believe he'll be back for another monster season next year, so this was just a nice sneaky pickup during the, I'm going to call it the offseason. I know the playoffs are still going on right now, but basically it's the offseason for those teams that were eliminated. We got 3 of these. We got Julius Randle Silver Prism. This is his flagship rookie. This is the card you want to invest in as far as Prism is concerned. You can invest in his base. This one is actually the silver, which is much more rare. The last price on Market Movers, I want to point out, if you use Market Movers as your source for pricing cards, the last price on a PSA 9 shows $650 as the sale. For some reason, the website didn't record these sales, but we actually got this one for $150, which was just unbelievably cheap. Unbelievable that someone would just let that go for so cheap, considering the season that Randall had and considering how low the pop count is. I believe that the pop count on this card is only 20. That's insane. We picked up 2 more. Like I said, we got this one for $56. This is still a PSA 9. I don't know whoever sold it. I don't know what they were thinking, but to get this for $56, just unbelievable steal. Another auction went off around the same time. We got this one for $65. We got 3 Julius Randle PSA 9 Prism Silvers for an average cost of probably around $100 each. And like I said, the price on Market Movers, if you go to the Market Movers website, there's also an app, and check the price on a PSA 9, it's $650. These were just absolute steals. I checked eBay, I didn't see any more because again, the pop count is 20, so how many more of these are going to pop up on eBay for that cheap? Anyway, these were the 3 that I really wanted to kind of show off here as just nice buys during the off season. Decided to pick up this Aaron Rodgers. Starting to get into these BGS graded true gems. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this, and you can see they show the centering 9.5, edges 9.5, corners 9.5, surface 9.5. They call that a true gem because all the scores were a 9.5. I like true gems. I look for those when I'm buying BGS slabs. And so if I do see those, I'll pay a premium. I believe we paid around $300 for this card. I know there's a lot of uncertainty in Green Bay right now with Aaron Rodgers, and I think the quote was he's going to figure things out. So he kind of leaves these clues as to what he might be doing in the future. I think if he goes to Denver, it's still a nice pickup. I think if he stays in Green Bay, it's still a nice pickup. I really don't think you could lose either way with Aaron Rodgers. He's coming off an MVP season, and he has a grudge. He still has something to prove. I think that's going to bode well for his season and investments in his cards. So I thought this was a nice pickup as well. Just as a side note, I have been buying Jordan Love cards as well. The way I see it, I think if Green Bay sees something in Jordan Love, then I have to take a look as well. I looked at some of his highlight videos. I've been reading, the reports of how he's looking in training camp. And so far, I like what I see. If he's the starting quarterback in Green Bay, I believe his cards will see a spike just for that reason alone. I may or may not sell depending on what that spike looks like. But I like Jordan Love for the next few years, to be honest with you. I think if Green Bay really thinks that he's their guy, then I'm willing to buy. And his cards are relatively cheap on StarStock right now. So you might want to take a look at that. His StarStock A, if you want to get in super cheap, his Donruss is less than $10. A StarStock A, which should grade a PSA 9 or PSA 10, that is a steal to get into Jordan Love super cheap if you are a believer that he might actually do well in the NFL. If you're not, then you don't need to buy any. This was our big pickup. This was the one we were looking for. This is a Mookie Betts True Gem Plus. You see it has 3 9.5s and a 10. So this was very good scores. This is I believe, the card you want to look for when you really want to go big on a superstar. And in this case, this is Mookie Betts Bowman Chrome Autograph Rookie. I've shown other Bowman Chrome autos in previous videos, and this is the flagship card. This is really what you want if you're trying to get into a player and really kind of invest some big dollars. We actually paid $1,500 for this card. So this is one of Mookie Betts' better rookie cards. You see the auto scored a 10. It's three 9.5s and a 10 on the subgrades. So that's a true gem plus. $1,500. Just as point of reference, this card I believe was going for over $3,000 at the start of the season. If you've been following baseball, following the Dodgers at all, you know that Mookie has really struggled out of the gate, and his card has dropped over half in value. That's where we were about to pick it up. The price point we were able to pick it up at was $1,500. It looked like he's starting to heat up. You know, at least heading into the All-Star break, he started to heat up a little bit. So we're hoping to see more of that in the second half of the season. It's still Mookie Betts. He signed a long-term deal with the Dodgers. The Dodgers will be in the playoffs, and he's the leadoff hitter for the best team in baseball, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm going to say that. I'm a Dodger fan, and just thought it was a really good pickup, something we had to have and had to get at this point in time with his price being so low. So that's it for the mail day pickups. We'll just show the whole stack here. Thanks for tuning into the video. Again, I'm going to come out with another one going over the top 10 baseball sleepers. I believe the top 10 best cards to purchase as sleeper cards for the second half of the Major League season. And all of these players that I'm going to put in the video, I believe are in the All-Star game today. So these are all All-Stars, but their card prices don't necessarily reflect that they made the All-Star team. Again, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.